already made about the frequencies on task, the outlanding office number, daily schedule for the competition. Finish points, I moved the finish points to the edge of the airfield in order to better finish. I sent you the procedure for regular weighing, but is it okay for today, the regular weighing? Nobody has some problem? Everybody is okay for the weighing? Okay. We need some motor test. Angel, we need some motor test?
Only very few people have provided.
Okay, so people who are not yet sent IGC file with the motor test, please today perform your motor test.
The last day. Have to do it today.
Today it's the last day.
No, because we have no idea if certificate change. Correct?
If the test is not okay, you will have to change something before the first race. I think it's not good. You must, training days are made to make the things better. One important thing for today, it's an official day, but it's a training. Today evening at 6 o'clock, opening ceremony will take place in the City Hall of Château Arnoux Saint-Auban. Please be on time. It's an official ceremony. We recommend to leave the airfield at 17:40, last deadline. And normally you have already received a plan by WhatsApp. If problem, you ask to the organization, and we will help you to find the City Hall. This is the regular weighing plan you have already received by WhatsApp. We ask you to set your loggers intervals at 1 second. It is better to improve the accuracy of the scoring. So please do that for today. OGN trackers to be returned to the operation office as soon as possible after landing for recharging and inspection by the chief of the trackers. Let's move to the weather. Today seems to be a good weather. No front in the vicinity of the Southern Alps. Only storm activity here. This is the visible map, but it's an old picture, and now we have blue sky in the vicinity of Saint-Auban. This is the satellite infrared. QNH today will be 1014. This is the forecast for rain and showers in the east of the area around the Italy border. It's forecast. The winds, surface winds, remains light winds with, in the region, that will be breezes regime. This is the forecast from our Metman Michel Charpentier. Breezy regime below variable flow at medium altitude and west-northwest at high altitude. 3 to 4 octaves cumulus bases between 1,500 and 1,800 in flat country and plateau. 5 to 6 octaves cumulus bases 2,000 to 3,000 in the mountain. We expect showers and spreading to the north at the latitude of Saint-Auban. Vario between 2 and 3 meters and possibility of convergence on 04. 04 is the department here around Saint-Auban, to Plateau, to Puy-Moisson, and a little bit to the north. This is the top term. Top term in the area of Durance Valley, good conditions, cumulus, 2,000, more than 2,000. It's cloudy in altitude. Good vario, not strong wind. That will be good conditions. It's a little poor in the east of the region. with risk of showers, but it is only the forecast of top term, and all the forecasts does not say the same. Other forecasts say that it will be better. So we plan for good weather at the beginning of the afternoon on that region. Today, the configuration of the Romeo 71 is the normal configuration. With Romeo 71 could be active on Saturday with flight level 075 maximum altitude for you below that area. I produced from yesterday a map, regional map for the airspace. I hope that it is useful for you. Romeo 71, flight level 115 or flight level 075, it depends on the activity of that area. This is Norway with D class above flight level 115. This is the Verdon area, it's flight level 135 maximum. This area, this is Diwa region. This area is flight level 125 max. This area is 145, flight level 145 max. And as you know, probably this one is flight level 195. What about the forbidden areas? I told yesterday about Cangeverse, the military camp of Cangeverse, Romeo 138. It's active every day, from ground up to flight level 195. This is the prohibited area number 10, just south of Vinon, from ground up to 1,280 meters above mean sea level. I spoke a few days ago about Saint-Christol area. We have two areas. The circle here is Romeo 11 Alpha from ground up to 305 meters above ground level. It's a very low area. And the small one here is from 305 up to 1,280, which is permanently prohibited for the competition. I spoke about national parks, so we shall take account about national parks. So national parks of the Écrin is from ground up to 1,000 meters above ground level. And the same here is Mercantour. Normally, we shall not task points in the vicinity of the parks. Embrun is okay because it is in the south and we don't need to fly in the parks or over the parks to Embrun. So if you need a paper for that, I can print one for everybody. Thomas, is it okay for you? Because it was your request yesterday. Yes, sir. This is magic. Alors, specialty about Gap-Talar. Gap-Talar, since a very long time, we have parachute activity in that circle. It's in the airspace file for you. We have two parts. The part A, from ground up to flight level 155, and the B, from 1,615 up to flight level 115. The airfield of Gap is exactly at the middle of the circle. When coming back to Gap-Talar for landing, you shall arrive in this area by the northeast, east, and southeast. If you need to land at Gap-Talar, normally you will switch frequency 119.1, and you speak with the controllers. If you enter this area with the intention of landing in Gap-Talar, we don't put penalty on this area, only if you land in Gap-Talar. Because you cannot switch frequency during the flight, we are obliged to suppose that there is a permanent parachute activity. Is it okay? It's running like that since a long time. The news for this year are the two aerobatics activity here. It's new, it's from this year. And normally, we shall contact GAP to have information about activity. And as you cannot switch frequency during the competition, we decided to make this area and this area forbidden for the competition. It is very small areas. Yes? Where? It's Romeo 11, it's ground up to 300 meters above ground. That's the definition of the area. If it is not useful for the competitors, maybe I can change and make some upper. Yes. Okay. I will change that. Okay. Normally, there is no problem for today. Your task is not in that region, but I will make an update and think about that for tomorrow. What about the national park? That question was always the same question in the competition in the Alps. If you cannot measure national parks from ground, I make the upper limit to a very high altitude, and we don't fly anymore in that region. It's your choice. For the moment, I set the official altitude in the airspace information book. Yeah, okay. Okay, I will think about that and discuss with Brian and Roland, and we try to make good decision for you for tomorrow. Okay. Let's move to the task. We set 2 tasks. Main task is alpha, task A. That's 250.82 kilometers. The start point is 525 Tower Village. Turn point number 1 is 322 Embrun. Turn point number 2 is Aspres-sur-Bêche Airfield 010. Turn point number 3 is 204 Chavaille. Turn point number 4 is Sisteron Aéro Airfield 110. Then coming back to the report point 474. And the finish is 326. It is the next. The data for today. Minimum finish altitude is the standard minimum altitude that is set it in the rules. It will be 500 meters above mean sea level. It is exactly 40 meters above ground in Saint-Auban. 40 meters above ground in Saint-Auban. Outlanding office, no change. QNH of the day 1014. Grid southwest. Grid closed 1230. First launch 1300. Maximum to altitude, normally it is 1,100. If necessary, we can make higher. We decide just before takeoff time. Start line opening, it's an estimation 1,400. Max start altitude is 1,500. Is it okay? I think it was okay with my colleagues. Start speed 170 and no change for the airspace. There is a task B. If for weather reason or operational reason we have to change, you have the second task, 205.07. The start is Puy-Michel 467, First turn point is Moustier 434. Second turn point is 384 Le Vernet. Third turn point is 218 Col de Cabre. Fourth turn point is 518 Sisteron. It is the motorway toll south of Sisteron. And report the same, 474, and finish line 326. In case of task B active, of course, you must sign the paper before takeoff. So, task A remains valid for the moment. Takeoff South Whiskey, standard procedure. In case of problem on the ground, glider always vacate to the east and tow plane take off if possible, or vacate to the west. Landing, emergency landing in case of problem, cable break or other problem. This is the field here. I hope everybody has already recognized that field. If you have the altitude, minimum safety altitude, you can turn left and go back for an opposite landing. Landing during launch time will be on the South Echo. South Echo, because of the tow plane are landing in the middle of the field. And you will restart from that position on runway 230. We have a team with golf car to help you. This is the 3 release area possible. This one, Colette Pylone. This one, over the plateau, Lemay Plateau, and on the west, Malfougas, Piton Perry. We will decide which one will be used just before takeoff. It depends on the weather conditions. Report points. Today is the report north. Number 474, report 200. 200 is the axis of the runway 200, the main runway in Saint-Auban. And this is the little dam over Durance River. It's approximately 3 kilometers from the finish line. As I said at the beginning of the briefing, the finish point moved from here to here. Is it okay? Pay attention of the length of the finish line. It's 250, 250. In case of direct landing, this is the blue one, only west side of the field, and vacate by the right. Please do not vacate for crossing the concrete. It's bad condition to cross like that. In case of speed finish and pull up by the right with landing pattern, and please do not overfly that public area. Normally, during the finish time, there will be no activity of the CNVV. So that area could be free at the finish time, okay? That's finished for me. Yes, sir. Can you reply? I am not the specialist of the scoring. Angel?
Okay. We set the baseline, so you have to have at least 1 minute before takeoff. So I will set the baseline based on that, and that will be running all the altitudes. Okay?
Okay, so we don't set the QNH, we set the altitude.
No, yeah, if we say QNH as well, each of us, and the QNH works on the flight levels.
No, that's wrong. Yeah.
The QNH does not work with flight levels.
We brought to Alexander and his problem, not for 6 years, but nobody changed the rules. But in the scoring
Brian? Okay, okay. Tomorrow morning, we will explain that. Okay. The briefing is over.
Just one more question. As we said, the start altitude is low between two mountains, and maybe somebody would like to take a thermal about the region on the left side or on the right side or in the rules for them to the direction. I think there was a jurisprudence with Alaska. What about this? If we start to from Troyes and for instance we go to Valley, it's 90 degrees.
The rules don't apply after you started if it's a done. It's only left turns before start.
Yeah.
But if you find the first thermal option, that's okay.
No, actually, if you go back. Yeah, I think you're right. If you go more than 90 degrees.
You go back, I'm not sure whether you should. No, we shouldn't. You must explain it on a map for you so we understand what you
This
want.
is what happened in Macedonia, and we as it's in Manchester.
Okay, maybe we will think about that, and maybe we will change the start altitude. In any way, you will sign some paper if we have a change of start altitude. Okay?
Please, before going, I need to deliver each pilot a photo. So I have some names. Okay, so don't go just 5 minutes and it's finished for me. But could you prepare this tonight? I have no idea about tonight.
You wear your smartest clothes tonight.
I don't have any.
Lederhausen is good. Uniforms are good.
You wear it on the podium every day.
If you have nice smart TV uniforms, it's nice. That's a national.
Please, fly safe. Look outside.
We need to be respectful for the Navy and the army.
Okay, the operational briefing is finished. Fly safe and please look outside.